Everyone take a deep breath. Amaury Pierron leaves the start hut.
Now, we've mentioned Emery's tyres in years past. He's had a special compound that is specifically set for these wet conditions.
He's 2.8 seconds up, Amaury Pierron, as he heads into the woods now. Amaury Pierron on an absolute run here in Bielsko-Biała, early doors in this elite men's final.
Takes it through the section that took him out yesterday. He's got to keep it up right through this massive mud hole. Hold on, keep your feet in the pedals today, Emery.
Amaury Pierron, huge crash there yesterday, not a bother today. Amaury Pierron down the line, throws that Commensal across it, and goes fastest by 3.5 seconds in Bielsko-Biała. Here next up, Thibaut Deprela, the French national champion, now riding for Rogue Racing after a year spent as a privateer.
1.3 ahead.
1.3 seconds up for Deprela here.
Not much in that first split either, so that's huge.
Well, I wonder if that wind is playing effect. You mentioned it earlier, but now the riders are starting to jump that early step down.
Oh, Deprela, what was going on there?
90-90 coming out of the trees. Don't worry about using your brakes, just use the trees to slow you down just a little bit into the Motul section. Can he carry on this lead down into this key bit?
Tag the Oakley icon advertising board and with both wheels on his way through it.
He just sat down into the woods there, which looked kind of strange, but just taking a rest. He makes that big double jump out. The first time we've seen a few. He's 0.6 up at the moment.
Yes, 0.6 of a second up for Thibaut Deprela here. He was 18th in the World Cup overall last season.
Oh, gap in the hole.
Having a serious dig at this one. Deprela now as he heads towards the third split. What is it going to tell us? It's been all action, it's been all aggression, it's classic Deprela.
Wow, he
it's
is
0.3 of a second faster still, 47.7 kilometers an hour now through the speed trap.
Whoa! Scrubs the stump. Oh, too much.
Did he lose the pedals there just on
lost
the way
a lot
out
of drive.
of it?
Oh, that was wild as it looks, no doubt. He's still making good progress down the bottom here. He's approaching the section that caught out Benoit. This is a key part. If he can carry some good speed into these woods here.
I'm not suggesting for 1 second anything was being left in reserve, but Deprela really has no option now but to go for it after losing speed, scrubbing off that stump.
Look at him strong on the pedals. This guy won't take no for an answer.
Deprela tucks down behind the bars. This is it, full attack mode now as he heads towards into the woods via this off camber, getting down low with the bars.
How much did he lose to Amaury here?
Let's see, 1.3 seconds back. He's lost a chunk of time, Deprela. I mean, we're still talking about just 1 second, but
let's see if he jumps this stump. He did it this morning in practice. Nope, goes to the high line.
It's just not there today, is it? So well, not as far as Thibaut Deprela is concerned. Anyway, it's still been good, though. It's been all action. First, Benoit Coulange with the lead. Now Thibaut Deprela. Is he going to get across onto the hot seat? Second place, 1.2 seconds. Next up, though, Richie Rude. A man who, when he puts maximum effort through those pedals, threatens to turn the earth back on its axis. Whoa.
Now, I'm quite interested to see how Richie and
half
Martin...
a second faster now. Richie Rude at split one.
Considering it was pretty messy up there, that's a really good time.
Richie was absolutely stressed coming down the bottom in Q1 yesterday, so such a relief for him to reset, refocus onto today. Come on, Richie Rude, let's go.
Whoa.
What did he whip out of that rut?
Is that a bum whip? Settle down, Richie.
Kicks the back end of the bike out after the whip. Nico, this is a different Richie Rude we're looking at today. This isn't the guy who came and had a go in Mont Saint Anne.
This is downhill Richie.
It's a 1/10 of a second now. He has got a UCI Junior World Championships to his name in downhill, but it's a few years ago now. But what could have been Richie Rude on his way to the bottom in a hurry?
Big section coming up. If one section's going to suit Richie Rude, it's this one coming up here.
177 beats per minute on the Whoop live. Here we go then. What is split 4 going to tell us? Is it going to be a full suite of green lights? He's back by 0.8 of a second into the red now. Rude for the first time on this run. But he's got some track left.
Carrying great speed through that Michelin section at the bottom. Richie Rude, he's got that bike dialed thanks to Sean O'Hughes.
And the crowd in the woods know it as well. Rude gets away with it through there, slings it left, heads across the gap. Is this going to be the new fastest time of the day? Richie Rude heads towards the bottom. Richie Rude goes second to Amaury Pierron by 0.7 of a second. Nico Mullally nods his head. What a run from Richie Rude. Oisin O'Callaghan leaves the start hut then. Irish national champion sleeve on him. He's 9/10 nearly faster than Amaury Pierron's time here, the double O. So here we go. Oisin O'Callaghan heads down towards the second split. What is this going to tell us? We know he needs to build an advantage through here. He does so.
Wow.
It's now 0.8 of a second, so he's lost 900, but crucially is still in the lead as he heads into one of the most technical sections somewhere where he should excel.
And he really is riding committed in this mud. It's hard to commit as hard as you are in the dry when it's these conditions, but he's a guy who just pushes on.
Absolutely perfect through there, O'Callaghan now, nearly 47 kilometers an hour. He's 0.6 in front at the first split. This is where he needs to get to work, though. This is where Pierron has absolutely destroyed the field so far.
He trains hard through the winter with his dad. His dad's a fitness coach, and I'm sure he'll have the horsepower for this sprint coming up.
He's almost morphing into a kind of a mini Loic Bruni, Oisin O'Callaghan.
He carried the most speed I've seen yet into that section. A little messy, but with more momentum.
He's just really tidy everywhere. Doesn't make a whole lot of mistakes. Is happy with a lack of traction.
This is going to be the closest we've seen to Amaury. Will it be ahead?
Grabs the tear off, heads across the off-camber section, and will head back into the woods. And he's half a second faster now. Oisin O'Callaghan, is he about to displace Amaury Pierron as he swings it right and heads towards the super steep bottom section?
He's not holding back here either.
Nope, didn't have to check up through there. Gets back on the pedals. Heads left, and there's just one more corner before he crosses the line. Is Oisin O'Callaghan about to go back into the hot seat? Oisin O'Callaghan crosses the line and goes fastest in Bielsko-Biała. 0.6 of a second faster. The white team of Gunnar claps on. He's immediately mobbed at the finish line. The Irish fans are loving it. Oisin O'Callaghan, is he about to win his second UCI World Cup downhill race? Are we about to see for the second year in a row an Irish winner? Can he beat Oisin O'Callaghan? 143 beats per minute. He's calm now. We know he revs low. That will spike though. How do you rate Loic's chances today, Nico?
I'd say they're pretty high. He's not a mud specialist, but he's a guy who likes to start last. He loves the pressure. He wants to win this championship and win races, and he's got a new bike to show.
Look how smooth he is through that top section. Loic Bruni is the last rider on the hill here in the UCI Downhill World Cup Finals in Bielsko-Biała in Sturt Bike Park.
Rounding off those turns really nicely, keeping his momentum up.
He just so seamlessly falls into a pedal stroke after every corner, doesn't he? Let's see what the first split says then. Bruni crosses it and goes fastest by 0.6 of a second. Loic Bruni now. Conditions so chewed up down towards those turns, but Bruni making good sense of them, Nico.
Yeah, he doesn't look like that was the first slip up we've seen. I think it was fast. It wasn't a slip up. It looks like he just doesn't put a tire wrong, this guy.
Just caught that slide and no more.
Really nicely skipped the hole right there.
And he told us at the start of the week that getting that title won early doors last season and having some early seasons like success in Fort William was huge for him. He narrowly missed out on victory here last year to Ronan Dunn. Is he going to lose out on victory to another Irishman today in Oisin O'Callaghan? Loic Bruni crosses the second split beam, does the big gap, and he's still nearly 0.7 ahead, but he's not gained anything on Oisin O'Callaghan yet.
Well, here's where it all gets technical. Let's see what we can do through this woods section.
O'Callaghan, Pierron, Rude, Deprela, Shaw, your top five. Last rider on track in front of your very eyes at the minute is Loic Bruni of Specialized Gravity. Feet up, surfing through the ruts, looking absolutely superb now.
And he's extended.
1.1, he's extended it, he's nearly doubled that gap. 47.3 kilometers an hour through the speed trap. Bruni headed towards the hot seat. Is it going to be enough to beat Oisin O'Callaghan today?
You know Bruni will be strong on the pedals. He's got a lot of horsepower in those legs.
There's that Whoop Live up to 171 now from 140 in the gate, so he's moving now. Bruni perfect through there, clips a course pole, goes high in that turn.
He was inside of it.
move through there, already pedaling before the back wheels back on the ground. What's the force split going to tell us now?
I didn't see anything wrong in that section.
10 UCI World Cup downhill wins to his name so far. Is this going to be 11? There's his coach screaming him on from the sidelines. He's a tenth of a second now. It's just down to a tenth of a second. He's lost a second somewhere. Super Bruni is going to have to stay right at the top of his powers if he wants to take a victory here today. Oh, surfs his way right into that rut. Turns left. Loic Bruni, just 1 quarter to go. Heads towards the line. Is it going to be enough? Loic Bruni crosses the finish line and wins in Sturtbank Park. A tenth of a second is enough to do it. Oisin O'Callaghan will be second. He tasted defeat here last season. He didn't like it. He's come back and he's got the job done in Poland. Loic Bruni takes the win at round 1. Super Bruni on Super Bruni Day. Top step performance from him. Second season in a row he's won the opener.